right now we're going to do a tour of your course. My name is Stacy Rakin and I'm your instructor. So here's a picture of me so you can picture what I look like as you take the course. Let me show you how to access your course first. So I'm going to go to our main website, and the main website is www.cccti.edu. And from that website, you have a couple things that you can access. Your course is housed in Moodle, so you can access it from up here. But let me show you a couple of other things first. Your portal from Caldwell Community College is here. If you click on My CCCTI, down here will tell you how to access it, and there will also be phone numbers for people that you can call if you can't get into it. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to log in. There are a few things here that you might need. This is Aviso. Aviso is our advising program, and if you go in there you can find messages from your advisor. You can find copies of your courses. It communicates with Moodle, so you can see your attendance, you can see your grade, that kind of thing is in there. There is a link to WebAdvisor here. If you go into WebAdvisor for students, you can find your transcripts, you can find your schedule, that kind of thing. You can register when it's time to register. And then your email is over here on the left. If you click on that, you can check your email. And mine's a little different, but if you click on yours, in the right-hand corner, there will be the four little dots that form a square, and that's your Google Drive. So you do have access to a Google Drive here too. So I'm going to click on Moodle. And down here it tells you how to do Moodle login if you're not familiar with Moodle. It gives you links for help desk and that kind of stuff so that you can get help if you need it. There's the phone number for the Moodle administrator so that you can call her if you need help accessing Moodle. So I'm going to click on it. And I'm already logged in, but you will need to log in. Let's see, let me log out and log back in so I can show you that. So it will take you to a login screen. It will give you information once again about how to get into Moodle if you're not sure how. So I'm going to log in. On the home page, you will see your courses. You will also see a link here in the front to free online tutoring called Thinking Storm. You get 10 free hours of tutoring, so you might need to utilize that. So let's see, I'm going to click on your course. Right now you will see more in my course than you will see in yours, but I'll point those things out as we go. So the top of your course will have the section number and the title of the course. It will have a link to announcements. Underneath that announcement button will be this video. I will also post a link to it right here so that the first thing you see will be watch this video. But if you're watching this video, you've already seen that. There's a student support link here. It will take you to things that you might need. You know, there are math resources, so there are some math videos to help you if you're stuck on particular things. There's distance learning support, disability services. If you're someone who needs extra time on tests or something like that, you need to go through disability services to get that done. Over here on the right is a link to send emails. I will tell you though that if you send an email from Moodle and I reply, the reply does not go into Moodle. The reply goes to your student email, so you will need to make sure that you are checking your student email if you send me emails. Here's my contact information. I am located on the Watauga campus, but I will reply to emails. I will answer my phone. I will try to help you in as many ways as possible. Again, link to tutoring right there. We also have tutoring on both campuses, and I will try to post the schedule as soon as I get it, but you can also go to our website and just search academic support and it will take you to the schedule. But there are tutors available on both campuses. So this says start here after you watch the video tour. So after you've watched this video, you're going to see the folder with your syllabus in it. So you're going to want to click on that and look at your syllabus, and I'll pull it up. You can see that there are 2 copies of every document that's here. One is a Word copy and one is a PDF. Some people have trouble reading PDFs with their computer, so I try to put a Word document in there too. If you're using screen readers, you may have to use the Word document because they're more readable with a screen reader than a PDF would be. But just let me know if you have any sort of accessibility issues. I'm going to click on our syllabus and pull it up, and I'll hit the high points with you. You've got the table of contents so that you can scroll to any section that you want to see. Here's my information, my office hours, my phone number, my email address, the course description. Notice that there is a calculator that's required. There are 2 that I suggest. One is the TI-83-84 series, and that's only because a lot of you probably already have that calculator, maybe from high school. The other cheaper version that is just fine for this course is the TI-30XS. It is actually available at Walmart, and sometimes it's on sale maybe for as low as $12. So that's a good option. There is not a textbook for this course. I do post links to open source material, open source textbooks, and that kind of thing in Moodle, so you'll have everything that you need. You are required to have a My Open Math homework account. It's also free, and there are separate instructions for that are posted here, and I'll show you those in a minute. Attendance. If you do not take the syllabus quiz before the census date, which I think in this course is June 1st, I'll have to check in a minute, but if you don't take it before then, I'll have to drop you for non-attendance. If you wait until the census date to access the course, you will have missed some assignments and you will receive zeros on those, so make sure that you go ahead and take the syllabus quiz and log in on the first day. I will take attendance on these days. If you miss all of the assignments before that date, I will count you absent. If you miss any of the assignments, I will count you tardy. If you accumulate 2 absences, I will have to drop you from the course. So you'll have to miss several assignments before you're counted as absent for that attendance group. Here are the course objectives, and that's what your assignments will be based on. Prerequisites, the grading system. Basically everything in here is worth 20% each. I drop your lowest quiz grade, I drop your lowest homework grade, I drop the lowest application assignment. If you miss a chapter test, I will take your final exam and substitute in its place. We have a 10-point grading scale. Tutoring available on both campuses and online, like I've shown you. The information for disability services, so if you do require that extra time on tests, you need to contact either on the Caldwell campus or the Watauga campus, one of these 2 people. It has to go through them. I can't give it to you unless it comes from them. So those are the high points on the syllabus. The pacing guide is listed here. Every assignment that you have is listed on this pacing guide. The due dates are listed also on the pacing guide. The due time for every assignment is noon, and that's because I'm at my desk at noon in case you have a submission issue. But if you have a work schedule that you're trying to work around, just make sure that you look at the pacing guide, and if you know something's due on the 31st at noon, do it on the 30th. You know, if you like to work at midnight, work at midnight, but you need to have your assignments in by noon on the day that I have them listed as being due. So there's your pacing guide with everything listed. The directions for My Open Math are here. It gives you the website that you will be going to for enrollment, and it says click to follow the link. So go to that page. There's a form that you fill out. There's the course ID. There's the enrollment key that you need. Once you enroll, you can just go straight to myopenmath.com and you can log in, and that's where those online homework assignments will be. I will take the grades out of My Open Math and put them in Moodle, and you do have multiple attempts on the homework in My Open Math. So you will have assignments in Moodle and you have those assignments in My Open Math. If you scroll on down and look, your course, the rest of your course will not open. You will not see Unit 1 until you've taken the syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz is very short. It's just a true and false quiz. It's just my way of making sure that you've actually read the syllabus. So once you take it and you submit it, you will then see Unit 1, and I will try to set each unit up exactly the same way. I go straight down the page of the pacing guide right here, so they're all listed here. Everything that I list, every assignment that's due for a grade, tells you when it is due. And so I put the date and the time on there. The boxes out beside, you can actually put a check mark in them when you're finished so that you know you've done it. So everything, you will have a lesson. And in each lesson you will have videos. You will have links to the textbook. I will put a link that goes to the website, and I will put a link in PDF format in case you just want to print those out. The pro of using the website is that if you use it with the website, let's see, let me show you. So this is the one that goes to the website. And of course there's a table of contents, and I'll always tell you what section that you're looking at, but this one goes directly to where we're at, and you can actually look at the example problems and practice and then click on show solution, and it will give you the answers to it. So that's the good thing about doing it through the website. Of course the PDF version doesn't have anything like that. It just gives you the practice so that you can look at. But I'll have a video about the content, and then I will tell you what practice problems you need to do that are not for a grade that are in the book, and I will provide the answers for those as well. So every lesson will be structured pretty much the same way. So they'll look like that. You'll have a lesson, and the lessons are also listed on the pacing guide. It's just that you don't get a grade for the lesson. So after you take the syllabus quiz, your Unit 1 opens, you'll see your lesson, and then you will have the first assignment. And this one says go to your MyOpen Math account and do homework 1. So if you click on that, and you will have your login information there, you will click on your course. And you can see that I have all the homework already listed. So it gives you the due date. You just click on it, you do the work, you type your answer in the way that they want it. So make sure that you are actually typing it in the way they want it. Like this one says round your answers to the nearest tenth. I would leave everything in the calculator until you get to the end and then round, because sometimes you have the answer correct, but this is a computer program. So it is only going to take the answers if they match what's programmed in the computer program. So you need to make sure you type it exactly the way they want it. And you can always ask me questions about it, and I can go in and see what you're doing if you have a question about it. So let's see, and then in this particular unit, your next thing is an application assignment. And since that first thing is about perimeter and area and volume, your assignment is about that. And this is not just a typical work the problem, solve for, volume, area, perimeter. This is one, the applications are things where you actually have to take the math that you've learned and apply it in some way, because this course is supposed to be more application based. So this first one is not as complicated as maybe another one could be, but what you'll do is you'll do the work here, and then you will need to take a picture of your work and upload it here. I would prefer a PDF document, and the easiest way to do that is to take something from your phone. Most of us have phones now, and I use, let's see, what's mine called? I use what's called Handy Scan, and it's free. It's on Android and iPhone. And you just take a picture of what you're doing, and then there's a link on there that says email as PDF, and I'll email it to myself and then upload it wherever it needs to be uploaded. So that's the easiest way to do that. If you have a scanner, that's fine too. You could do that and upload it here. So that's what that looks like. And then every unit will be like that. So on your pacing guide, it will tell you what's next. You'll have the unit objectives, and then you'll have the student to-do list. And as I finish a unit, I will go ahead and open it so that those of you who like to work ahead can work ahead, because I know that some of you have to binge on the weekends and do homework ahead of time. So I will try to get that done as soon as I can. Over on the left, you will see the technology accessibility link. So everything that we use, I try to post an accessibility link, and that just means that if you have issues with accessibility, for instance, if you have maybe very poor vision or something like that, and you're used to having to use special tools to read things, these websites will tell you what you can do to address those issues. So like Texas Instruments has some special calculators that you can use and things like that. And I think that's everything that you need for your course. If you have any issues, please let me know just as soon as possible so that I can help you with it. I will try my best to keep your grades updated. You'll have a link on the left for your grades, and I will try to keep those updated so that there will be no surprises in the course. So just make sure that you're contacting me if you do have questions, and good luck.